morning, guys. Short little video here. Not a whole lot to report. It's 5:30. It's getting ready to storm, so I'm trying to make my way to the gym as quickly as possible. There's some thunder going on right now. Just going to do a long, slow run. I don't have a distance in mind just because I'm not sure with the nutrition I have and had not had the last couple of days what my endurance is going to be like. So I'd love to get 10 miles in, but no particular speed. Other than that, I'm just trying to stay dry to get there. And good morning. I'm back at about 100% this morning. The kombucha did fine. My stomach settled down after a few minutes. So anyway, that's about all for me right now. Touch base with you in just a little while to let you know how far we went, what we ended up doing. Good to see you again. I'm going to sip on this pre-workout and hopefully avoid the rain.
Good morning, everybody. It is 6 o'clock in the morning. I haven't been up long, but thunder actually woke me up. Lots of loud thunder. And it's super breezy out here this morning. It feels great.
Well, it's pouring rain. Making my way back. I'm not sure how jittery the camera footage was, but I ended up doing something different. I did 2 hours of a uphill walk, 4 miles an hour. It's a 15-minute mile at a 15% incline. That was supposed to be an efficient way for fat burning. So I did that for 2 hours, burned a little over 2,000 calories. Feel good. Hope my phone doesn't get too wet. Just checking in with you. Like I said, I'm going to have to kind of hurry back. The rain's really coming down now. Going to drink my water. Hope it clears up today. And then see what we get into. So it's a good little workout. My hips are sore because I climbed so much. I'm not sure how many feet. I might check that and report back to you. Otherwise, good little workout. All right. I got to get this phone covered up and get back. I'm already drenched. I'm going to show you an arroyo that's happening right now. You can see the cars as I'm making my way up Calle 90. This road is notorious for doing that. These are the roads that Julie, can you hear the water? These are roads that Julie show you when it's storming. And it looks like it's been storming for about a half an hour now. Wow. This might be the deepest yet, and I'm going to have to cross this and completely soak my shoes. Yep. It's one of those days. Ooh. Man, it's really coming down. Oh, here's some more. Even on the sidewalk, you can see it. It's really built up here. I mean, look at that. All right, these shoes are really going to have to dry out. God, this is nuts. Oh, they're going to be so pissed when I get back and have to walk through the lobby. Hang on, right before we get off, one more intersection. This one's usually the nastiest. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I ought to get out here and swim in this, my God. Look at this. It's up over the sidewalk. I'm going to have to slosh through it. Here we go. Yep. Fun stuff and some running shoes. All right. Almost there. I'm going to check back in with you just a little bit later. Here we go again. Ooh, this one's got a little current to it. Here we go. Alright, all done. Jesus.
Alright guys, if you have been on this channel for a while, I have worn this hat 3 times. Once to the zoo in Brevard County, Florida. Once when we went to Tyrona and saw some monkeys that I saw at the zoo in Brevard County, Florida. And this will be my 3rd time. I am going to wear this hat today and go check out the zoo here in Barranquilla. Marshall says the zoo is mostly local animals to Colombia and a couple exotic foreign animals. He said it should only take a couple of hours. And I thought, you know what, since it's an overcast and kind of rainy day, maybe the zoo won't be too crowded and maybe the zoo won't be too hot. So I'm going to use this opportunity to zip over there and check it out. Michael didn't have any interest in it. Nobody else at home really had any interest in the zoo. So it's going to be just me today. Also, if I end up filming a ton, I think I'm going to release this video as a separate video and maybe just drop in a few clips in today's vlog just to keep the vlog from being super duper long. I really don't like those really crazy long vlogs. So I'll probably just drop in some clips and put out a whole separate video on the zoo if it's a really nice zoo. We'll see. Michael said there was an arroyo this morning when he was walking back from the gym. I haven't seen his footage he took of it yet, but as you can see, it's pretty much cleared up now. And my Uber is only 1 minute away. Gray Silver Picanto. All right, guys, we have arrived. They open at 9 and it's 9:01, but they told me to give them 5 more minutes. This is the entrance to the zoo. Guys, I am back home from the zoo. I was there for 2 hours from 9 o'clock until 11. I left right at 11 and I filmed an hour and 25 minutes worth of footage. So I'm definitely not gonna put that footage in today's vlog. I might drop a couple cute clips or something, but that is way too long of a video to put in today's vlog, and I don't think I could get it edited in time to come out the same day as this vlog. So I'm just going to edit it as I have time, put it up when I do have time. But it was a really awesome zoo. The Uber there and the Uber back plus the zoo admission was under $12 total. $7 to get in the zoo and like $4 and something in Uber fees. So from here to the zoo and back, round trip was under $12. I mean, you absolutely can't beat that. And it was such a nice zoo. I really had a good time. Anyway, back home, back to work. Michael's at work, Marshall's working. Mari and Cindy are out picking up her glasses that she had done the other day, and running a couple more errands, I think. But anyway, I gotta get to work. I got lots to do. I'm almost caught up on vlogs, and I really want to get caught back up. You know, it did stop raining, but it has never stopped being cloudy. It's about almost 3 o'clock now. I don't know if we're going to be able to get any sun today at all. It hasn't rained, but there's a UV of like 3, and we've just been too busy to go out to the pool. We haven't got a good tan on now in days. We're going to lose it all.
I'm working.
I've been
listening to Mozart.
Mozart? Look at this cutie patootie.
She's been at my feet since we've never been able to make a meeting this for a couple of months. I thought maybe she'd want to appear with me.
Oh, look at these beautiful flowers Mari arranged for us, by the way. I had to ask artificial intelligence what they're called. Apparently they're called Sweet Williams. Or who knows? I don't give a crap about the names of flowers, but I think those are just absolutely gorgeous. The UV is 3. 3. It's almost 4 o'clock, and we're just now getting done with work, or at least able to take a break after eating late lunch. And it's either this or nothing.
So we're trying to get what we can.
What do you think of that big cloud in the background?
Well, it has rained earlier today. The vlog knows that. My shoes are currently drying out.
Almost the whole time.
Too?
Almost the whole time I was at the zoo, it was raining.
And I think at 6, it's supposed to start back again. And I know our friends in Florida are getting pummeled right now too. Our friends in Charlotte, I believe, are going to start tomorrow, like 10 inches of rain by Saturday. So
it's that time of year.
It is that time of year. But like Jules said, we're just trying to get what we can, come out, relax a little bit. And
UV at 3 is still better than none, I guess.
That's right. And it gets us out of the house, which is, most important. So we're out here chilling. The water, speaking of chilling, we're out here. The water's a little bit chilly for me. But like Julie said, it's never not warm in the house because we keep the AC off. So it is nice to get out here. It's a little refreshing, as we would say. Yeah.
Yep.
But I don't know. Yeah. With all this, I don't know what it's going to do this evening.
Lunch was amazing.
Oh,
I've been meaning to talk about our maid on this vlog.
Wouldn't you think, because pork and beans are something Julie and I think both grew up with, both canned and homemade.
Not homemade.
Not homemade. Okay. My grandma did do some of that, but not literally like whole hog.
From scratch. Like she spent all day washing those beans.
No joke, all day. Like
you have to really wash them for me to be able to eat them.
Yeah, they have no GI discomfort. They don't bloat me or anything like that. Anyway, I thought, well, how much can you make that differently across the globe? And it does. It tastes different, and it tastes good, and it's great on coconut rice. I put mine on top of coconut rice, added a little avocado, and had a really nice little lunch.
Our maid comes 2 times a week, usually Monday and Thursday or Tuesday and Friday. She gets here about 7:30 in the morning. I'll have to cut that out too. I keep trying to speak and having coughing attacks.
Take 2.
Our maid comes 2 times a week, usually Monday and Thursday or Tuesday and Friday. She gets here about 7:30 in the morning, and she stays somewhere between 4 to 6 p.m. She basically stays until her work is done, which is a very weird thing for us to think about because we've always worked like hourly type jobs. Yeah. So we're always thinking, oh, it's 3:30. She should be about ready to go home, and she's not. And
we've done that to each other before. I look at the clock and go, is she still here?
Yeah. She's so nice. She
so
doesn't speak any English at all, so we do our best to talk to her.
You've done a great job telling her how wonderful everything's been, and she asked today why our sheets were already changed on our bed.
She washes all the bed sheets in the entire house and makes all the beds. She washes all the towels in the whole house. She washes all the dirty laundry in the whole house. Cleans the whole house. I mean, mops, even the balcony. Mops and sweeps.
You know what I saw her doing today that I hadn't seen her do before?
What?
Glass cleaner.
Yeah.
On the
Glass
balcony.
cleaner. I have, glass cleaner on our railing around the balcony. Organizes everything. Literally goes through our entire closet, putting everything in nice stacks, piles, right angles.
Better organized than I could do. Just
Every time that she rearranges my closet, I'm like, wow, why didn't I have it that way to begin with? This makes so much more sense. She completely does absolutely a beautiful job cleaning the whole house. Sometimes, most of the time, if Mari wants her to, she'll cook breakfast for Marshall, although the rest of us either eat our own breakfast.
Yeah.
And then she cooks a big dinner like you've seen in these vlogs for the whole family. We have repeatedly asked her to sit down at the table and eat with us, but she will not. She refuses. She eats after we do, so we always make sure there's plenty of leftovers. Am I missing anything? Cleans all that. We have 4 bedrooms. We have 4 bathrooms. She cleans the kitchen in the beginning of the day and then before she leaves. Every piece of laundry in the house is washed. Everything is mopped, glass cleaned, swept.
I think what I want to say, to put it out there, because I think the way that maybe a lot of our U.S. viewers would feel initially, where it's, something like this in the U.S. is a very elite thing to do when you look at how much it would cost.
It's out of our budget. We could never afford that.
But here, middle class a lot of times have live-in housekeepers and maids that help raise kids, maybe even multiple ones that will come in and help raise kids or homeschool and do house chores and things like that. And so Julie and I both were raised to do it all ourselves. And so there's been times we'll come up and kind of clean behind ourselves and she'll tell us no to go sit down, So it's been a change, but she is so nice. We've enjoyed every minute that she has been here.
Everything she's ever cooked has been great.
Like
she
Julie
makes us
said,
fresh juice every single week. We prefer mango, so she makes mango almost every week. I didn't show that today, but she made us a whole glass pitcher of freshly squeezed mango juice.
So good.
She's incredible.
We'll turn around and not even realize something was there or not there, and all of a sudden it's back in its place, or it's been wiped. Or
I know. We live like kids, and she cleans up after us.
I know.
She cooked food for Abra when Abra was sick. That was quite a few weeks ago now.
About that. She did.
She made special food just for Abra because poor little Abra couldn't eat at the time.
I watched her try to play with her just now as we were leaving. She was like stepping forward in front of Abra and stepping back, and Abra wasn't sure what to do. So I don't know. It's just been wonderful not to have someone do
every
work.
Time she comes. I'm gonna miss her so much.
I know.
I wish we could take her with us when we leave.
We both try with her because we want to speak to her and tell her how appreciative that we are. And
we always tell her how good her
and
food is.
We always do.
Thank her.
She always grins whenever we tell her.
She's like, oh God. Usually I have to get out Google Translate and just like she can see when I'm coming. It's like, oh no, here comes the Google Translate. And she just grins and laughs at whatever I say. She acts like it's funny. It's probably funny that I'm trying.
She stopped Julie from cooking before and
oh yeah. Over. One day I was trying to cook. What was it? It was my fish.
Okay, fish.
It was my fish.
Right, that's right.
I was trying to cook fish, and I couldn't remember how Murray had taught me how to do it. And she saw what I was doing. It was like, ah! He came over with a lid that didn't even fit the pot and a utensil I'd never seen before in my life. And she just looked at me like,
rushed you out
I could see she had no idea how to say, please leave my kitchen. I will do this for you. I will do it right now. So I was like, I'm so sorry. And she made me a delicious fish. I mean, it was fantastic.
And she knows that you love her patacones more than cookies, so
I always tell her, patacones, I'd rather have patacones than cookies. Galletas, these are my galletas. So she always has extra crispy, coconut oil fried plantain. Patacones.
Yeah. But you have told her they're your favorite in all of Colombia. That kind of embarrasses her every time that she hears it. So. But no, it's been just a wonderful experience.
I'm gonna miss her when we leave.
I'm gonna miss her too.
She's come 2 times a week since we got here, and I have kept her out of the footage. I just felt like that would be so disrespectful to film her. I feel like it's really kind of disrespectful to film pretty much anybody unless we're out in public. at least not put the camera in their face. So I haven't filmed her, but I will never forget her, and I will miss her a lot.
Yeah, yeah. And like you said, we've asked her to sit down and take a break. We've asked her to have food with us.
The only person who's got her to come close is last week when she was here. My Aunt Cindy made her a coffee and just gave it to her, and she drank it. And then at the end of the day, she gave her a beer and she drank it. But normally we can't get her to, I wish she would. I really do. I wish we could sit down and just chat, but she's got work to do, and she wants to get it done because she has a life and she wants to go on and have,
No, exactly. No, and I think sometimes we forget that I'm sure she wants to get finished as quickly as possible so she can get finished for the day. But
she has never rushed anything.
No, she doesn't rush anything, and we do pay for her ride.
And I wanted to talk about that too.
And back home too.
Her standard rate, which is, I think Mari said it's pretty on par with average.
Okay.
For a maid that comes in and leaves, so you're not providing housing or, they don't live with you. Her rate is 50,000 pesos for the day, however long it takes her to do all of the things she needs to do. And then above and beyond that, we put a tip on that, and then we also pay her bus fare. So we give her 70,000 pesos every single time she comes. She only expects 50, but we always give her 70. And if you do this math out for an entire day, it's heartbreaking. I mean, to think I want to say it's like $12.75 in the US for a full day's worth of labor, all of our laundry, fixing us a meal, doing our bed linens. Doing bed sheets is not an easy job.
No.
But 70,000 pesos. She only expects 50,000 pesos. $17. It's about $17 US. And I will put the exact figure on the screen, but it's under $20 US.
And Mari said someone that's living with you, it's less than that daily. So that's another thing I want to say, because there's probably a lot of people, and I would have myself, said, well, why can't you give her 100,000 or 200,000 pesos? Yeah. And there is a culture down here where it would start to become disrespectful to her to do that. And so Mari, being from here, has told us her rate, and we all decided to add the tip and to add the fare to and from here.
We add a 20% tip, and we give her what we know will cover her bus fare.
And there have been times we'll throw another 5,000 or 10,000 in there as well too, but we wanted it to be as proper as it possibly could be.
Believe me when I say we want to just give her what we think she deserves, but we also cannot be insulting. This isn't our culture. We are trying to learn, and we have been told that that's just not the done thing. So we would love it if we could. Because we come from America where it's a tipping culture.
It's like, here's more.
Exactly, where you sort of throw money at things, and we've been told not to do that, so we don't do that.
Yeah, we leaned on Mari. That's what she said. She called around. We did have somebody else. We've had one other person.
Mari has
before.
a lifetime of experience.
Exactly.
With household help, because her parents have always had live-in help, and then Mari has lived here, out of their home many times in her adult life, and always had outside help come in. So we are following her lead and doing what she is saying is the right thing to do.
That's right.
I really do think before we leave, though, I would like to give Mrs. I just about said her name. I think I'm trying to keep her name out of the blogs. I would like to give her like a really nice goodbye tip. Hopefully it would be acceptable, since it's the last time we're going to see her. But I think every time she comes, if only I could take you back to the U.S. and you could cook for me.
Marshall says, well, all you have to do is get a work visa. And we're going, oh, okay, well. But no, she does have children. We have asked about her life.
Her children are grown, but, we can't just.
No.
We cannot expect her to uproot her life for us. I just wish we could take her with us.
I think that's a U.S. thing, that we think, obviously your life will be better if you just come with us.
I know. Isn't that funny? And for a lot of people, it really isn't.
It's cultural. I know it is from where we come from. So we've done a lot of learning. I think we've done a lot of growing up, too, in some ways as well.
I am doing my best to learn the culture as much as I possibly can, and the language. And any faux pas that I make were unintentional and were accidental because I'm trying so hard. When I have an Uber driver, I try so hard to speak Spanish. I spoke to both my Uber drivers all the way to the zoo and all the way back.
And what's so funny is they want to give you their little bit of broken English too, and so we go back to this Spanglish
like,
back and forth of trying to move between.
I find myself using every Spanish word I know, but English around it. So I'll be like, I had a great time at the zoo, pero it was very caliente. It's like, I always say Spanglish or something. But anyway, we're doing our best. We really want to be.
I think I can say there was no better way than just to be thrown into it. Mm-hmm. And it's basically like sink or swim. And it does help that you have such nice people around here. We've not met a single person that hasn't tried to help. Yeah. And that includes me going to the gym or Julie off like to the zoo by herself today. And I don't know, it's just made the whole
zoo,
experience.
When I got there this morning, the security guard came out and he was like, it was still locked. He's like, he could tell I spoke. He knew I didn't speak. And I'm like, that's 9. They're supposed to open at 9. And he's like, see, 9, nueve.
Mm-hmm. Nueve.
No, that means new.
Nuevo is new, isn't it?
Okay, 9. I really struggle with my numbers, guys. And I looked at my phone, it was 9:01. And he was like, oh, 5 minutos. He turned around and he walked off. So I went up to the ticket, the window, and I handed her my passport because everywhere else we've ever gone has asked for passport first. And she just handed it back to me with a smile on her face. Didn't even try to say anything to me. So I handed her my credit card. I'm like, una persona? And she just grinned and she typed it in and then handed me the machine and I paid with the credit card. And then she handed me the receipt and I turned around and I went back to the security guard. And he looked at that and he looked at me and he said, no es etiqueta or whatever the word is.
For what?
To get in. This wasn't a ticket.
Oh, what was it?
I'm like, well, I paid. So I went back to the window and the lady was laughing because she didn't know how to call me to come back because she had given me the receipt for the purchase, but she still hadn't printed the actual ticket. So by now, he's laughing, the girl sitting at the gate is laughing, the ticket girl is laughing. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Are you the only person in line?
The only person there, pequeño español. And they're like, see? We know. Yeah. But they were so nice. They all saw me coming and they knew. I think they just knew. It was like, well, whatever she does, as long as she pays.
You're like the golden retriever. They're just patting you on your head.
Yeah, and then this little boy, he looked like a teenager. He came running up to me with a map and it was like, and for like 5 straight minutes.
Oh, gosh.
He educated me on every single exhibit and what order I should go, and I didn't understand. I heard the word caiman. That was the only word that I heard. I didn't understand elefante. That was the only word I understood. I'm like, this poor kid has memorized this speech, and he's so excited to give his little speech, and there's nobody else here. The whole time I was at the zoo, I saw like 6 people, maybe. Most of the people I saw worked there. He was so excited to give his little presentation, and I didn't understand a word of it. I didn't have the heart to tell him to stop.
You just said, okay.
I was like, sí, gracias, señor. And he just beamed when it was done and disappeared. I never saw him again.
Was the map in English at all?
No, but it did have pictures. However, I thought there was a picture of a dinosaur, and I went on this wild goose chase because I saw 2 eggs that were like cracked open where you could squat in them and have like a photo op.
Yeah.
Like big dinosaur eggs. They were orange with white spots. They were obviously dinosaurs. Well, okay. Then I saw on the map there was a brontosaurus, and I was like, oh, cool. The zoo decided to put up a little dinosaur exhibit. I went for like 15 minutes. Zigzag walk. I know I probably looked like I was up to something because everything was employees only, do not enter.
Oh, geez.
Seguridad. And I finally figured out it wasn't a brontosaurus. It was a coati. It was a little coati critter. What I thought was the brontosaurus neck was a long, long tail. It looked just like a dinosaur.
Really?
Yeah.
So what were the eggs?
I guess a photo op, a random photo op. Nothing else has eggs that big.
Right.
Yeah.
And
so there were no dinosaurs.
Give live birth. Mm-hmm. So what else would it have been?
It was a dinosaur egg. It was just a photo op. But it threw me off because...
Well, it would have thrown me off.
It was right there where the coati was, and the little 2-dimensional sketch of a coati looked like a brontosaurus. So,
I think your brain just wanted to see a brontosaurus.
so bad. I can get dinosaurs out of any situation.
Yeah.
Anyway, boy, we have rambled nearly 20 minutes out here.
And that cloud has not moved.
I bet the UV is 2 now.
Probably. I feel a couple of sprinkles.
Yeah. Well, other than the little zoo expedition, it hasn't been a super interesting day. Mari brought up an interesting point over dinner. We were talking about the zoo, and she said she hasn't been in many years, but her brother went recently. And her brother came back with the report that the zoo looks sad and the animals look shabby. And I understand what he was saying. I did notice that quite a few of the animals that I saw would be what I would say they look old.
Okay.
I don't know how to tell if certain animals are old, but some of them look a little, kind of rough.
Okay.
But I'm looking at it like this is a zoo that has the capability of housing all these exotic, wild, huge, large animals. But the only one that they have, unfortunately, alone and in solitude, though, is old. So that that tells me they're not going out and breeding or poaching or capturing to replenish the zoo, which is kind of the way I think a lot of zoos are probably going to go, you know, in the way of the future. They're not replenishing as the animals get old. This is just my guess. I have not, obviously don't have any
No, that's probably pretty
source.
Pretty
I can't quote this from the internet or from somebody who worked at the zoo, but I would say I did feel like a lot of the animals looked old. They did not look unhealthy or sick. The very few that had wounds were very clearly being managed by the veterinarian. You know, animals do get wounds and injuries. So I took it as a positive sign that maybe the zoo isn't, trying to restock. Maybe in another lifetime or two, there won't be any such thing as zoos.
I know the U.S., a lot of them are pushing to be more rehab facility than they are.
But you're never going to have the opportunity to rehab a giraffe in the U.S. So
No, right. Yeah.
So I would say the reptiles, the snakes, and the monkeys were living their best life. But where do you expect? They're on the equator, you know. But some of the other, I thought the elephant looked like it might. I don't know how to tell if an animal is old, but I thought the elephant might look old. The lion might be old. I don't know. Obviously, I can't tell by looking at an animal if it's old, but they felt maybe that way to me, which I look at it like a positive thing.
Yeah, like
that means the zoo isn't greedy and going out and grabbing another one that could have a long and healthy life in the wild. So, my 2 cents. It's been 21 minutes. We gotta cut this clip. We need to flip. I mean, we're not really getting much sun, but at least we want even sun. Hello.
Another rainy evening.
7 p.m. Just got dark. I swear I feel like the days are getting longer, and that doesn't make any sense.
Agreed, yeah.
Just got out of the shower, and my hair is being... I have been shedding like crazy down here.
It's crazy, yeah.
I can't believe I still have any hair left on my head. It's got to be the heat and the humidity.
You're shedding your puppy coat.
Yeah, I'm blowing out my summer coat. I'm kind of getting worried. I'm going to be going home with thin hair as much as I've lost.
No, your hair's still thick.
The heat down here. But anyway, we're out for Abra's last stroll, and I thought, let's just end this vlog here.
It feels nice.
Oh, it's beautiful. This whole day has been beautiful.
I haven't been hot. This whole day's been good, at
all. It's been breezy, overcast. The rain this morning felt great. It was supposed to rain all afternoon. It's been saying it's going to rain, and it never did. It's just been a gorgeous day. I thought I would close the vlog since Michael usually does.
Oh, okay.
There isn't much else to say.
No, I think the highlight was our little pool chat.
Yeah. We rambled on for 23 minutes. I had to cut it down a little bit.
Oh, did you? Okay. The snails are out. Have you showed the camera the snails?
I have, but it's been a while. If you see another one, let me know.
Yeah, if I see another one.
They're huge. I mean, they're absolutely huge. Everyone is doing well, and Cindy has her glasses. Yes. She had her blood work drawn today. She will be going back to Santa Marta on Friday. Today is Tuesday. Finish doing her dental work. Mari is doing well, recovering from her surgery. Marshall's well, everyone is. Sorry about that. These sidewalks get a little uneven.
Yeah.
And I started to stumble. I thought.
And at dark, it's not fun.
Ooh, just walked you into a branch. I'm not sure how Michael finishes these videos. I can't think of anything else to say.
Oh, well, I mean, we kind of wrapped it up. You know, it was a later.
Come on, baby.
I don't know.
She saw a cat.
Yeah, she saw a cat.
There's a white and orange cat that hangs out here that she wants to be friends with so bad, but the kitty does not want anything to do with her.
No, just a standard day today. We got to relax at the pool. We got to eat good food. We've talked about all that. I think that's about it. They know they'll see me bright and early in the morning.
Yep, maybe you'll get another arroyo. I watched your footage. That looked like fun. I can't believe you didn't take your shoes off. Why didn't you just go barefoot like we all did?
I wasn't sure with the amount of water rushing and from where it was rushing from, what debris might have been in it, quite honestly. But you're right, I should have thought about that.
Locals telling me, take your shoes off.
I should have. That was the first time that I had been out in it. I know
the way the weather's been, I doubt they dried today.
No, they did. Last time I checked, they did not.
Do you need them for tomorrow?
No, not tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a lifting day.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. So, I want to update. How are you feeling today? This is like your first full day of food.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm 100% back.
You're 100%. Yeah. Okay.
I would love that food.
Yes. I would say for me, I'm 100, but I will say this. For those of you who don't know, I drink the my kombucha around 6-ish. I'll hold it now. Yep. She put that right in my face. I apologize. Around 6-ish so that I can cut the window off before 7. And same thing tonight, babe, as last night. I think I'm just trying to get the gut microbiome built back. And in doing so, I get a little nauseous and a little bloated at about 30 minutes after drinking the kombucha. And I know that's what it is, and I think I'll go to bed just fine, but it's happened again now for the second night in a row. Otherwise, feel great. I was super hungry today. Julie and I both were, and starting to have some cravings again. So I think I can kind of firmly say that we are over that 100%. Other than that, been a good day overall. I'm going to say goodnight to you. It's getting really dark out here. You know, I'll see you guys bright and early in the morning. Jules will as well. One more day in the books, guys. Good night. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again with another one tomorrow.